Hey guys, it's Tony with Backwoods Biker Magazine and Wood Tramp Outdoors. A lot of you have written me about battery banks, asking me my opinion on some of these, so hang tight. I'm going to talk to you real quick about that. All right, guys, welcome back. Yeah, I know there is a part of our readers and our viewers that say they'll never take a cell phone or anything electronic out into the bush. I respect that. I was very resistant to it myself. Anything electronic going out there to me was, blasphemy. But I have learned over the years how important a cell phone can be. Especially nowadays, cell phones have all the apps that you could imagine, whether they are land navigation, if they're plant identification, if it is medicinal steps, first aid, emergency first aid, whatever. There is an app for almost everything that you can imagine out there. But the problem with it is a cell phone, when you use an app, it starts to really chew up that battery, and you can get to the point where you've drained your battery and you could be 15 miles out in the bush and don't have a way to call in an emergency. Now you're in real trouble. So yeah, that's where these little battery banks or battery bricks, whatever you might want to call them, that's where these come into play. Even for somebody that is a hardcore hunter, a primitive survivalist or whatever, if you're going to carry a cell phone with you or anything electronic, a GPS device, a personal locator beacon that can be recharged, I mean, you've got to be able to keep these here. So I've got 4 of them here today. All 3 of them are showing right here, but I have a 4th one that I'll show you. And my approach to this is very simple. It depends what I'm going to carry. It depends on what I'm carrying it in, how I'm going to convey this battery bank. If I'm taking a backpack like you see behind me, all these backpacks here, I can easily slip the biggest one. That's this one here. It's made by Dark Energy. What I like about this is the fact that it has 10,200 amp hours, or milliamps is what it is, yeah. And let me see, that says it right there, right? Yeah, battery, well, whatever. I really can't read that. I wish I did. It's 10,200 milliamps, I think that's what it is. But that's the main reason that I like this, is because it's so powerful. Not only can it charge a cell phone, but it can charge a laptop like a MacBook Pro. It can charge cameras, video cameras, if they have the capability of charging off of a USB or a still camera. This is powerful enough to do that. Another good feature about this is that it isn't just one flavor. It has USB and USB-C also. And I'll show you, a couple of these devices doesn't have that option. So that's this one. This is the largest one of all of them. This happens to be also from Dark Energy. And you can see the difference in these dudes, right? I mean, this is in my wheelhouse here for what I carry. But the other drawback is just the size. I mean, that's probably the biggest downer for this, but it will do the job, man. It'll charge your stuff. And if you've got a backpack, you got room in a pocket somewhere, this is the guy that would be your ticket for sure. Then you've got these. This happens to be a solar. We've got several solar products that we use, especially lanterns. Some flashlights that are solar that we have, and several battery banks that are solar. We actually have some of the fold open panels that are 6 panels to the device that will charge, but man, they're slow. I got to tell you, those are really slow. So then you got this guy right here. And although that we have never tested it, we charged it by a USB into an outlet, and it charged pretty quick from being almost dead to all the way full. Took it about 3 hours. But then once you do that, it'll charge your device several times. But again, here's the drawback with this guy. If you are out somewhere and you need to be able to charge it and the sun isn't optimal, it's really not going to do the job for you. It's going to take a long time to get enough charge just to get a signal on your phone. That's one of the drawbacks. The capacity on this is 8,000 milliamp hours, okay? And this one was 10,200 milliamp hours. So this is 8,000, it's dropping it down just a little bit. But the other drawback is there is no USB-C on this. And a lot of your devices are going to require a C, which is a drag. This one here has got a light panel on it. I really don't care about that. If I want a battery bank, I want a battery bank. I don't need a flashlight and a toothpick and a toothbrush to be in part of it too. Just need the battery bank. So this is not my favorite. The next one is made by Dark Energy, just like this guy. And this is called the Nano, and it is a 3,000 milliamp. Okay. I love the size of this. You can see my hands are pretty big though, but well, you can see compared to this guy, this is the other Dark Energy, right? So you can see that it's almost, I'd say a third or 3/4 the size of this one, but it's not near as wide, it's not near as heavy, so you're not putting a lot of weight in there, but it's got that telephone. I don't know if that's just an Apple phone thing or there's a lot of phones that will charge like this. But with this, you put your Apple phone up against it, your iPhone, and it'll charge it. But that's really, unless you have this USB-C, that's the only other thing. This doesn't have a regular USB cable with it. So you'd have to have a converter cable to be able to use that, But I like the footprint, and, if I'm just out, somewhere for the day, I might be able to use this if I'm not wanting to carry my bag with me. So that's 3 of them. And then this is the one I left it in the bag because I wanted you to be able to see why. Okay, this is my chest bag from Hill People Gear. All right, this is the SAR full, I think. Best chest bag that I've ever dealt with. All right, inside of this, and I'll be doing a full review on this, but we got some more equipment coming from them that I want to couple with this before I talk about Hill People Gear. Inside of the main packet, or pocket rather, is my charging device that I chose to carry for me. And the reason that I chose this one, and I keep it in a zippered little pouch. This actually came from Rockagator in a battle box. I forget what even was in there, but I saw the zippered pouch. I thought, yeah, I'm going to repurpose that. But this is the charger, the battery brick that I take with me. Okay. Not only is it small, it's made by Victimix. It's a Chinese knockoff is what it is. But it has got the Type C. It's got, let me see which one is that there. It says micro in, and it's got the USB out. And let me see if it tells me how many milliamps it has there. Micro output. Yeah, I think this is about 10,000 itself. Okay, so you see how small that is. That's even smaller yet than this guy, right? Not by much, but it's a lot thinner though. You can see that. And it doesn't weigh as much as this guy. So size and weight is important when you're talking about carrying it in a chest bag, or any type of bag, a haversack. You know, haversacks can get heavy on you as well. But I needed a footprint that would fit in my bag, my chest bag, without a lot of problems. And this guy fits the bill. Goes right in there. This closes right up. And if I need to charge anything on that, I can charge just about the same thing you can charge on this bigger one here. But so I guess the moral of the story is that for me, size does matter and power matters. And even more so than that is the ability to charge multiple different devices. Everybody knows that, you know, that it's just a hassle, that you got to have 3 or 4 different cords. Even a bigger, more hassle is if you got a device that only does USB, or if it only does USB-C. You know, that is a bummer in and of itself. So thanks for asking the question. You know, it's been a while since that you all asked about that, but now I've answered it, so I hope that helps you. So thanks for watching. Thanks for all your emails and all your encouragement, and appreciate y'all. So you guys ride free, you live free always.